Hey everyone, this is something quick and easy when you want flavor to your hamburgers. I cut up some onions in the skillet and put a little water in it, maybe a little seasoned salt to give it a little flavor, because I'm going to put some hamburgers in here to, the onions give it like flavor, and when it gets done, they could just put it on their sandwich, but it has flavor, and I'm going to cook the hamburgers in the onions. Okay, now I put a little seasoned salt in there. Don't want to put it too much because you don't want to make your hamburgers too salty. And maybe like a little Mrs. Dash or something, to try to give it a little flavor and whatnot. And I put maybe a fourth cup of water just so it can create some steam. And to this time, I'm taking a quick way out. I am using the frozen patties I already made. This is a quick fix and whatnot. You can get a bigger skillet. I'm just kind of something on the spur of the moment. I still have the onions and stuff is going to cook under there with the other patty. And as you cook, the hamburgers are going to shrink some, so they're going to fit into the skillet perfectly. But it's not going to have so much space that the onions will stay under the patties. Now, once it starts steaming, it's going to thaw out the hamburgers, and the steam is going to go all through the hamburgers, and it's going to produce the flavor, and they can put the onions on the hamburgers once it's done, and the hamburgers have the flavor of the onions have the flavor of the hamburger. Okay, I'm just going to put just a little bitty seasoned salt on these patties and whatnot. Maybe like a little, flavor enhancer, like Mrs. Dash or whatever you prefer to use. And I'm going to put, even though it has onions up under there, I want to make sure it has flavor all through the hamburger when it cooks. Put a little onion powder on top of it. And then I'm going to let it cook slowly so that the seasoning and the onions will be cooking the flavor into the patties. And when you finish, just put it on the bun, add whatever you're going to add to it. You got to cook it for a while, put a top over it and let it simmer. And then after it cooks, you can put it on the bun. And you can put your onions, it'll be already sauteed and cooking, have flavor to it. And I'm going to put like this the lettuce, the tomatoes, and cheese and whatever. But this is a quick way. I got the one already cooked. Now you can make your own patty. That way you can season it the way you want. So I just put the seasoning on top. It's going to cook in it and whatnot. Seasoned salt, a little Mrs. Dash, a little flavor enhancer, and a little onion powder. Something. Even though I got onions up under there, it still have flavor cooking on top of the hamburgers as well as while it's simmering on top of the onions. Okay, so it usually turn out really, really well. So you put the top over it, let it steam, and then you flip it, and always check your temperature to make sure it's done, and put it on a bun, and something quick so your family can enjoy. So as you can see that it's steaming up in there, and then it's going to cook, and the onions are going to be like sauteed with the flavor and stuff in it. You put it on the bun, you flip it, put it on the bun, and you don't forget to use a thermometer to make sure that this is done. And it's a quick fix and a quick meal, and this right here is just using frozen hamburgers. But you could make your own patties and stuff, which is really better, but right here, this is just a quick fix. Okay, enjoy.